Hello, my name is Aniza Khan and I'm a fifth semester student at Habib University. I'm currently taking a course called Introduction to Human Computer Interaction. As someone deeply interested in product design, and UI UX, this course has taught me the core concepts one should keep in mind when designing a product that not only serves its purpose but is also human centric and intuitive in its use. One of the fundamental aspects of interaction design is Don Norman's idea of discoverability. It is how easily a user can figure out what actions are possible from a product and how one can perform them. The key aspects of discoverability include affordances, signifiers, constraints, mapping, feedback, and conceptual models. I'll be walking you through each of them one by one. Let's get started. Affordances are the physical or visual traits of an object that suggest how it should be used. When you see a big raised red button, it instantly wants makes you want to press it. That is how everything should be designed. That it naturally tells the user what it should do. Some more examples include scroll bars on website that the user can use to drag the page up and down, knobs that are round and traditional that can be used to turn the volume up or down. A car door handle is also a good example, as the shape of the handle shows where one should grip the handle, and the gap underneath the handle suggests that is where the user's fingers should go. Good affordances lets the user know what actions are possible without any labels or instructions. Secondly, we have signifiers. Signifiers are signals that highlight where the user should act or how to act. They can be visual, auditory, or even tactile. Some examples include a door with arrows telling you to push or pull, a red line under a red underline in text editors that shows the user that they've made a spelling error. When you heat food up in the microwave beeps when it's done. This tells the user that their food is warmed up. Signifier reduce uncertainty and guide user behavior. Next, we have constraints. Constraints limit the number of possible actions and prevent mistakes. There can be multiple types of constraints: physical, logical, and cultural. A physical constraint that can be that your phone charger only fits the port in your phone one way, not both ways. A logical constraint can be when you're filling out a Google form. The form won't let you go ahead until you've filled out all the required fields in the form. A cultural constraint can be driving on one side of the road instead of the other. Constraints make wrong actions impossible or difficult, which helps users reach the correct behavior. Next, we have mapping. Mapping is the relationship between a control and its effect. When mapping is natural, no thinking is required. A good example of this can be a stove layout, where the knobs match each burner position. The top left knob controls the top left burner, while the top right knob controls the top right burner. It's simple, intuitive, and leads to zero confusion. Other examples can be volume buttons. When you press the volume up button or the top button, the volume increases, and when you press the bottom button, the volume decreases. Good mapping reduces cognitive load as the control matches its function logically. Next, we have feedback. Feedback tells the user what happened after their action. It answers the question that whether the system responded, did the action succeed, and what state the system is in now. Whenever you're in an ATM, the ATM beeps and shows on screen messages during each step, which help guide the user. When you call an elevator, you press a button and the button lights up, shows that a button has been pressed and the elevator is directed to the chosen button next. Whenever you place an order online, you get emails and notifications which tell you that your order is confirmed and on its way. Feedback reduces anxiety and makes the system feel more responsive. Lastly, we have the conceptual models. Conceptual models are the mental pictures users form about how something works. Designers need to align the product with the user expectations. For example, when we see a trash bin in our shopping cart, we know that when we'll press on the trash bin, our item will be removed. A left arrow on the page always shows us that we can click on it to go back to the previous state. A progress bar shows that something is loading or is about to be completed. When you see a blue hyperlink in any document, it you know that it's clickable and it'll take you to an external link. Apps that use unfamiliar icons or placements confuse the user. Like if we have a next arrow that is placed on the top left of the screen instead of on the right, the user will be confused as it is not predictable for the user. Discoverability is important as the user shouldn't have to think hard, search for instructions, or guess when using an interface. Affordances, signifiers, constraints, mapping, feedback, and conceptual models all work together to make a product intuitive and user friendly. The better discoverability, the more effortless the experience.